Mr. Transformers 96 here from the video, where I'm going to be talking about my dream wave for the Marvel Legends Infinity Saga line. So they just completed their second assortment of what I'll call the Infinity Saga line. So basically where they just go back and do either figures that need an update from the old MCU movies, or just characters that they've never done figures of before and finally doing them. So they started it about a year or two ago during the MCU 10th anniversary series. They did that thing where they basically released some single packs, some double packs, some 3-packs, and just over a few months just did a whole bunch. And then they stopped, and who knows, they might have done one last year if it wasn't from COVID. But then this year they did it again. Now that it's no longer the 10th anniversary, though, they call it the Infinity Saga line. Same thing. The only thing that they kind of eliminated was the 3-packs. They did single packs and 2-packs, and they ended it today with the Ironmonger pack as well as the Captain America from Infinity War. So this video is what I would love to see if I was designing a wave myself. Now, this is not, don't get me wrong, this isn't my predictions of the next time they do it, what we'll actually get. But this is what I would like to see. And I'm trying to be a little bit fair by adding some heroes. I love the MCU and I love villains. So, if I was truly just picking the ones that I would absolutely want the most, this list would really just probably be all villains. But there are certainly heroes that I want, so I added them in so that this isn't just a total villains list. But again, this is my just personal choices, and it's what I would like to see. It's not what I'm anticipating, expecting, or predicting. So let's get started here. And I think, when they did the 10th anniversary series, I think I did one of these videos for that. Now, the number one that would have been on my list if I were to do this list yesterday, let's say, is Ironmonger. Although, I'm filming this the day that Ironmonger was shown. So the Ironmonger, Ironmonger is my favorite MCU character. So I would have really, loved one in a Marvel Legends form, which we got, that was just shown, the 2-pack of Obadiah Stane and Ironmonger. So very happy about that. So they're certainly doing great on their own, but there are certainly characters that I would love to see figures be made of. So let's get started. So in this video, I've got single packs. I've got basically 4 single packs. I have 2 2-packs. I have a 3-pack and a 4-pack. Now, they haven't done a 4-pack before, so that would be completely out of left field. And again, this year for the Infinity Saga, they did not do a 3-pack. So who knows if they'll ever do 3-packs or higher, but for right now, at least the single and double packs, they are still producing. But let's get started just from the left to right. We have a 2-pack from Doctor Strange. We've got the Ancient One and Caecilius. This would be a great pack to get, and this is something that I could definitely see being made, because with the Doctor Strange line, they didn't do great when it comes to the movie characters. We really only got Doctor Strange and a clear version, kind of like an astral projection Doctor Strange. And that was it. And there was a lot of really cool characters. Juan would be another one that I would love to have. Before him, though, I would like to get the Ancient One and Caecilius. The Ancient One is just a really neat character. I think the figure would look great. And then Caecilius is just a great MCU villain that I would love to add to my MCU villain collection. So this 2-pack would be perfect because they're 2 characters that were big characters in the movie, but never got a figure of. So this would be an awesome 2-pack, in my opinion. Or do a 3-pack with Juan and we're golden. That would be awesome. Then to some single packs, we've got the Whiplash Mark II, and even just a Whiplash Mark I would be great too. We don't have any version of a 6-inch Whiplash, so it would be really cool. I thought about doing maybe a 2-pack with the Whiplash Mark I and the Mark V Iron Man. That would be really neat too. Although it wasn't technically called Marvel Legends, there was a 6-inch Mark V Walmart exclusive that was released when Iron Man 2 came out, so they could probably use portions of that figure and just redesign it a bit there to get a new figure that's updated. That would be really neat. But having Whiplash in his armor would be very cool. It's something that really, aside from Hot Toys, no other company has produced. There's no merchandise of Whiplash in his armor other than the Hot Toy one, so it would be very cool to get a a 6-inch version. Then we've got Hulk in his costume from the end battle of Endgame. This is one that I'm surprised hasn't been made yet, to be honest. When they did a Hulk Build-A-Figure for Endgame, it was very weird that it was just a shirtless version of him. When, doing him just kind of in a shirt and sweatpants and glasses would have been really cool, or doing him in this costume, would have been really cool too, but this, kind of Professor Hulk type of look. But they went with just an awful version. Even though it's a great figure and the head sculpt's awesome, the costume that they did him in, or lack thereof, is really disappointing. So getting a Hulk would be great. This is a figure that I think that we'll definitely get eventually. Then a Chitauri soldier would be really cool from the original Avengers in a single pack. They have done one other army building type character for the 10th year anniversary set, which was the Hydra soldier, but it could also be a Red Skull figure. It came with heads to do either of them. I think that a Chitauri would be great because it allows people to army build. And, when you're talking about the original Avengers, you've got 6 heroes, you need more than 6 Chitauri to make a really cool display. So I think that some people would get just 1 million of them. I think that would balance out anybody who didn't think that the Chitauri was worth getting. So I think that sales for that figure would be very good. I would get 2 myself, depending on how good they look, maybe a few more. So that would be a really cool figure. Wish they would do a little bit more army building when it comes to the movie line. They do it for comic, but they don't do it for movie often, and I'm a sucker for army building. Then a 2-pack that's very similar to the Ironmonger one. So originally just wanting, Abomination was on my mind, and with the Ironmonger, just wanting Ironmonger was what I was wanting, and I think when I did my previous video a couple of years ago, it was just Ironmonger. But the fact that they added Obadiah Stane made me think that it would be very cool if they did the same type of thing here. So giving us an Abomination figure with Blonsky, that would be really neat. The character of Abomination is going to be in, and who knows if he'll transform, but at least Blonsky will be in the She-Hulk television show, the Disney Plus show, so there is a chance that we might actually get Abomination just as a part of that line, or the next Disney Plus line, and maybe even the Build-A-Figure, who knows. So there is a chance of getting this character in the future, because we're actually going to see him again, which is crazy. But if that's not the case, if he doesn't transform in that, or if they never make a figure of it, it would be really nice to get an Infinity Saga kind of going back and doing a 2-pack. Just Abomination on his own would be cool too, but having the 2-pack would be really nice. Then going down, we've got a 3-pack here with the Warriors 3. I think that this is... You really can't sell the Warriors 3 individually. I think it would be a little strange, and it would be super weird if you did a 2-pack and then had one individually or something like that. So a 3-pack just makes sense, obviously. It's in their name. So I would, getting a 3-pack of them would be very cool, and I think that their individual designs are so unique that it would be a great addition to the Thor collection, which I think is pretty light. They really don't have many Thor figures, to be honest. With their most recent entries in the Infinity Saga, we're finally getting Surtur and Odin, so they're doing better. They're building up a little bit, but having these 3 would be very cool. And then a 4-pack, I don't think this will ever happen just because they haven't done a 4-pack before. It would be very expensive based on the premium price of the Infinity Saga line. The 4-pack would be about $107 if you compare the other figures that they've released. So it would be a very expensive set, so I don't think they'd think that many people would get it. But it would be awesome to get the drones from Iron Man 2. I've always been a big fan of those drones, and I love the 3 3/4-inch versions of them. I have 1 million of each. I am very close to having the exact amount of them in the movie, because there's 8 of each in the movie, and I have like 8 of one kind of them. I have 7 of 2 others, and then I have 6 of one. So I'm just a couple off from having like an accurate amount of them, which is kind of neat. But I love those figures, so to get the 6-inch counterparts of them would be incredible. I would really love it. The one thing that makes it somewhat feasible, or at least I could see maybe Hot Toys, or not Hot Toys, that Marvel Legends kind of grabbing towards, is the fact that they would be able to do some repainting with it, because some of them do share the same torso, some of them share the same legs, some of them share the same arms, so like, they wouldn't have to be sculpting 4 completely new figures. They'd have to sculpt maybe 2 completely new figures, 2 can have reused portions, and then like just some extra accessories that define them. You know, like they can get away with repainting some of the pieces of the set, which I think would be good. It would keep their costs down, but this would be a great 4-pack. I would definitely get 2 or 3 sets, to be honest. That would be spectacular. And it's another thing that I don't really see them, you know, there's no way, sorry, my computer went to sleep here. There's no way that they'll do them individually if they were ever to do these. The only way I can see them releasing it, if they're going to do all 4, is via 4-pack. And then lastly, as my last just kind of single figure, be Malekith. A lot of people are not a huge fan of Malekith. You know, when people use the stereotype of disappointing or, you know, very one-dimensional Marvel villains, Malekith is one that's usually used as an example. And I certainly see where that comes from. But overall, I do like Malekith. I think that he's got a very cool look. And I'm one of the few people on Earth that actually enjoy The Dark World, so that movie. I personally would really like a Malekith figure. Who knows if they'll ever do him. I kind of put him on the same level as like Yellow Jacket, which they ended up doing, you know, for the 10th year anniversary set. So I think because of that, maybe there's a chance, but we'll have to see. That would be very cool. But there you go. That's my choices. If I were to design a wave and actually include some heroes in it, this would be my, you know, next wave next year if they were to do another series of the Infinity Saga set. This is definitely what I would really love. Of course, there would be a lot more just repaints in this, but you know, in reality sense. But nonetheless, these would be great figures to get. Hopefully, we'll get some of these in the future. And yeah, you know, they're doing great though. They've got a great line this year. I'm very excited for the figures. So I just hope that they continue the Infinity Saga. So let me know what you guys think of my choices for a Dream Infinity Saga wave. I'd love to hear your guys' choices as well. And thanks so much for watching.